Hello, guys. Welcome to my show where you live better than you came. Please don't forget to subscribe and also click to the like button, and also feel free to drop your comments, questions, and suggestions down below. I'll be sure to reply. Once again, welcome to Possibilities. I am David Success. Now, today, our topic is about who am I? Who am I? Have you ever asked your question, who are you or who am I? In this topic, there's some of the things that we have to look at. Generally, you know yourself personally. And in this topic, who am I? There's some of the key things that I'm going to mention here. We all are different. Male and female, we all are different. And in this topic, who am I? The key things we shall look at, number one is character, number two is the heart, and number three is our mindset. So, starting with the heart, I'm going to use the example of this man known as Abraham in the Bible. I'm not a pastor or a preacher, but I'll use the example of Abraham. Now, when Abraham lived in Haran, he stayed with his father Terah. But one day, God spoke to him and told him to leave his homeland Haran and go to the land that he is going to show him. Did Abraham question God? No. What did he do? Rather, he obeyed and left Haran and went to the land that God told him. When he got to that land, the Lord blessed him, but before he got to that specific land, which was Canaan, he was invited to go to Egypt. And at that time, Abraham was already married to a woman known as Sarai. And in Egypt, when Abraham was there, he was afraid because Pharaoh drew the attention of Sarai, because Sarai was a beautiful woman, and Pharaoh took Sarai because Abraham told Pharaoh that Sarai is my sister, because Abraham feared that he would have been killed. But when the Lord saw that, he knew that that was wrong and it was a sin. So he afflicted Pharaoh with all manner of plagues until Pharaoh called Abraham and told him, "Why didn't you tell me the truth that Sarai is your wife?" And he gave Abraham all that he wanted and told him to leave Egypt. That time, Abraham was together with his nephew Lot. They had not separated. But when the time came for them to separate, Abraham told Lot, "If you go on the east side, I will go on the west. And if I go towards the west, Lot will take the east side." So Lot decided to go to the side of Sodom, and Abraham went to Canaan. But that time, Sarai did not conceive. So Sarai had an Egyptian maid called Hagar. So when Hagar slept with Abraham, they were able to have a child called Ishmael. But during that time, God still used to speak with Abraham, and since he had promised to give him a child, the Lord told Abraham that he will change his name from Abraham to Abraham. And Sarai will no longer be called Sarai, but Sarah. Sarah with H, but before then, Sarai was her name, her last letter was letter I. Abraham's last letter was A, but a H was added, and for Sarah, the letter I was removed and H was put there. Looking at the heart of Abraham, we see that Abraham always obeyed what God told him. So for us, we should also learn from that. We should be obedient. Now, as Abraham still dwelt in Canaan, the Lord told him that he is going to destroy Sodom because of the wickedness that took place there. But Abraham told the Lord, but aren't there good and innocent and genuine people? Will you destroy the wicked with the righteous? But the Lord told him that he would not destroy Sodom if he would find 50 or 30 or even 10 people who are righteous in Sodom. So we also see that the mindset and the thought that Abraham had in his mind was good because he was compassionate and he loved people. That is why he pleaded for Sodom. So we should also have a compassionate mind and a heart that loves people as well, just like Abraham. But the Lord saw the wickedness that was in Sodom, and he decided to go and rescue the nephew Lot, who was related to Abraham, and all their family members as well. And the Lord destroyed Sodom. But the Lord had promised Abraham, even at his old age, because Sarah was already past beyond the part of giving birth to a child, Sarah was able to have a child through Abraham, and the Lord fulfilled his covenant. And this is one thing that we also learn, that God always keeps his promises. So if you have a heart of promising something to somebody, let us also learn from our Father in heaven. The other thing we shall look at is obedience. In this topic, who am I? Now, God tested Abraham to see if he still loved him and if he would still obey him, because Abraham had that son known as Isaac, who was going to be blessed as well. That's why we have Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And the Lord told Abraham to go to a mountain and sacrifice Isaac. And Abraham obeyed the Lord. He went with Isaac and built that altar, tied the hands of Isaac, and when he removed the sword, or the knife to sacrifice Isaac, the angel of the Lord stopped him and told Abraham, "You are blessed beyond measure, and you shall be the father of all nations, and all your descendants will be blessed through you." And the Lord provided a ram which was offered at a sacrifice, as a sacrifice, as a sacrifice on the mountain. So we should also have a heart of obedience, love, and we should learn to also have a mindset of compassion, just as Abraham was. So ask yourself, who are you? I will also ask myself, who am I? Apart from that, we also are different when it comes to our gifts and talents, and also what we love and also what we like. Let us also learn to have the heart of teaching and helping one another, because we all are brothers and sisters. Thank you very much. I hope you have learned something today from this topic, who am I? You can sit down, ask yourself that question, look at your life, your character, and how you've lived for these years since the time you were born, and how you interact also with people and your Creator. Thank you very much. Have a blessed and lovely Friday till we meet again. Goodbye.